Alright, so Apple just had its WWDC, which is the Worldwide Developer Conference, and they announced a couple of things. One of those major things, which is why I make this video, because we talk about Square Block a lot on this channel, is the announcement of Apple Pay, but later. Basically, Apple entering buy now, pay later, like most fintech, like most big companies out there. Buy now, pay later is, in my opinion, not really a business, a company, but more of a feature. You want to own the company, not features. We've talked about that in the past videos. You want to own a platform, you want to own infrastructure, you don't want to own options on that, because options and features can be copied by a lot of other companies. That's why it's good to own companies like PayPal, Square, in this case Apple, and then in other industries you have Tesla, which is vertically integrated in a lot of stuff in the car making business and in the software business, and we've talked about that in other videos. But in this video, let's focus on the partnership between Apple and Square. Now we also have some notes from Piper Sandler and then from Mizuho with regards to PayPal, so stay tuned for that. If you want to support this channel as well, you can check out the link in the description to get the top 10 best stocks to buy now, or go to fool.com/couchinvestor. Also, if you haven't signed up to the contest we're having on this channel and on stockcard.io, it's free to enter. You have a chance to win $250 and 3 months VIP access to the website. It's free to join, so why not? All the links down in the description below and in the pinned comment. So, Apple and Square announcement. Apologies for the people that don't really like dark mode. Fortunately, we can't really switch it on this website, but hey, here we are. So Square, this was already a couple of days ago. Square announces plans to bring Tap to Pay on iPhone to Square sellers later this year, launches early access program today. Now remember, a couple of actually weeks, maybe even months or so ago, there were some rumors already with regards to the Tap to Pay on iPhone, and a lot of people were already speculating that, oh, this is going to put Square out of business. But no, this is basically a partnership. So how will this work? Very, very simple. Tap to Pay on iPhone provides sellers with a simple solution to accept contactless payments with no additional hardware, and integrates with Square's broader ecosystem of tools built to help them start, run, and grow their business. Now, if those businesses already have the Square hardware, well, they can use that as well. Using just the Square POS app and an iPhone, sellers will be able to seamlessly and securely take contactless payments with Tap to Pay on iPhone. This builds on Square's powerful software, which helps sellers drive more business with marketing and loyalty programs, easily track and manage product inventory, and even simplify their cash flow with business banking tools that provide them instant access to their Square's sales. Now, as an example from one of the early adopters here, as a seasonal business that's always on the move, it's important to have an easy-to-use, reliable mobile option for taking payments, said Teddy Rojas, owner of Cone Ice Vacaville, an early participant in Square's early access program. Square and Apple are making it really convenient to make sure we never miss a sale. With Tap to Pay on iPhone, I can process contactless payments quickly, even on cellular service, and it provides a really straightforward experience, so new staff can easily get up and running on taking payments on iPhone. Basically, this facilitates more businesses to accept payments faster and easier. And as for Square, doesn't really change much. Yes, it's a huge partnership because, well, in the US, iPhone is the most popular one. So again, more data, more payments, more inflows, which is great for the ecosystem. We've talked about the ecosystems of ecosystems. If you haven't watched that video, it's going to be in the top right corner. Now with Apple Pay Later, it's a bit like most other buy now, pay later options out there. You can pay in 4 times, I believe. No fees, no interest, very, very easy to pay back, very, very easy to follow up. I believe they're starting this whole buy now, pay later thing on e-commerce websites such as Shopify, and then more will follow. Obviously, they do not work just with Square. They work with the other big ones as well. Those will be on the screen right now. And as for the Piper Sandler notes, we have here app downloads for Block's Cash App are strong, says Piper Sandler. Recent trends for app downloads for Block's Cash App are strong, rising over 50% year over year. Piper Sandler analyst Christopher Donat tells investors in a research note. The analyst thinks the integration of Credit Karma tax this tax season might be a helpful factor. 100%. Nobody really likes to file their own taxes. App download growth has favorable implications for Block to build on the 46 million Cash App active monthly users in March. The analyst also sees good, albeit slower, growth for PayPal in the United States and with its Venmo offerings. He expects person-to-person transactions to be a competitive advantage for low-cost customer acquisition for Block and PayPal. However, away from person-to-person, the analyst sees signs of weakness in app downloads in Buy Now, Pay Later and crypto, which he says has negative implications for these business lines within both companies. The analyst reiterates a neutral rating on Block and overweight rating on PayPal. And as for the Mizuho note, this is on common stock. If you don't follow me there, highly suggest you do so. It's a great platform to share ideas, basically FinTwit, but without all the trolls. Basically, it says that PayPal sales could rise 20% if Apple enables Venmo Tap, a bit like we've seen now with Square. So the analyst Dan Dolev proprietary survey of PayPal's Venmo and Apple Pay users shows strong appetite to tap to pay with Venmo if Apple opened up its near-field communications to Venmo. He estimates that tap to pay with Venmo could present 10% total payment volume and 15 to 20% sales upside given Venmo's high in-store take rates and its stored balance-driven funding mix. The odds of Apple gradually opening up its NFC, not NFT, NFC, to Venmo are potentially on the rise. And then he closes out by saying, as evidence, Apple announced a tap-to-pay partnership with Square just last week. Dolev keeps a buy rating on PayPal with a $120 price target, which is, I think, about 50% upside, close to 50% upside from today's prices. So again, I want to reiterate, when talking about Square, when talking about PayPal, in this case, Apple as well, but Square, PayPal being the biggest fintech players out there, let's say, outside of the traditional banks, you want to buy those type of companies that can easily add new features. Whereas if you go out and buy stocks of companies that are those features, they might not exist in the long term or just might get acquired, as we've seen with Afterpay. We'll probably see a firm get acquired as well sooner rather than later. It just doesn't make sense to have it as a standalone company. Still a very good company, but again, it's a feature type of company. Now, during the event, the Worldwide Developer Conference, they also talked about Apple CarPlay and the updated version of that. So a lot of people are already talking about, this might be a little preview of how the Apple Car might look like. Now, I know this has nothing to do with Square or PayPal. I just wanted to put this out. Building software is one thing. Building a car like a Tesla or whatever, or a potential Apple car, is a whole other thing, right? Yes, Apple is very good with software. Yes, they are going to put this software in many, many other cars. And maybe in the future, they can leverage that technology. Look, we give you this software. Maybe give us a little bit of the car as well. I don't know, maybe they're beta testing the software in other people's car just to see how they can maybe better make their own car. But again, making a car is very, very difficult. Making software today is a bit easier. So overall, to conclude, keep following the businesses, keep following PayPal, the business, not the stock. Keep following Square, the business, or Block, the business, and not the stock. You'll be way more happier. This announcement has been coming. No, Apple is not stealing Square's business or PayPal's business. No, they're partnering up, opening up new doors. So this is why I made this video. Hopefully you found this helpful. Do share your thoughts down in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of videos, leave it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, maybe hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.